embellished, nothing's being what do you call it, enhanced, none of that nonsense. So first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I did this demonstration yesterday on a close-up demonstration on our products versus a tablecloth and versus the house paint, the Sherwin-Williams SW773. Now, as I said before, doing that demonstration, I was like, man, that would make a great demonstration, great pictures. And we're going to start on something on a website called Black versus Gray. Now, we have several different gray screen paint mixes up here. Some people may think it's all Crow. No, it's not all Crow. We got a little bit of everything up here. So we have the tablecloth over here, Amazon tablecloth. We have Sherwin-Williams on this side, painted on that side. That is the SW Network Gray 773. We have the Personal Mix by Crow over here, Crow 1176. We have the Metallica Mix over here by Crow 1176. That shouldn't be in the middle because that's not a screen paint. That's a certified screen laying against our screen. That was for the last demonstration we were in. We don't need this here. That's a certified screen. That's not a screen paint mix. That's an actual physical certified screen. Anyway, so over here, we have Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. That's the silver version of it. That's the last screen paint we made before we decided not to make any more gray screen paint products. At the bottom, we have the Apple Barrow screen paint at the bottom. That's when we made with the hobby paint. So we got 3 or 4 mixes on here. Because, you know, you get people that, oh, but it's not fair. It's just him. No, we got everybody up there. Everybody's up there. We got the tablecloths. We got the house paint by Sherwin-Williams. We got the hobby paint. We got even Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, the advanced silver version of it, just to show you at the end of the day, no matter what you choose and a gray screen, your product is going to fail. Your projection screen setup, your dedicated theater room is going to fail. You're not going to pick up contrast. You're not going to pick up color. You're going to pick up some white levels. That's basically about it. But again, like I said, you're going to be a bump up from a white screen. See that demonstration with the Lamborghini stroller that you can't even pick any of that up at the beginning of the day. Look at that. Now, my projector I'm using in the background is a Christie LW501i. It is 5,000 lumen. This is commercial use. This is not home theater use. It's a commercial use projector. If this doesn't pick up on here, nothing's going to pick up. All right, there's the eye opener right there, people. Let's go over, let's have a look and see what we got going on in this whole thing right here with this whole channel going over here. I'm going to do some demonstrations off of this right here. AK Nature Desire.
Getting that from YouTube.
All right, we're going to start off with the first one. You know what it's going to be. Got to go with that contrast level. Got to see at the end of the day if you are receiving contrast from these screens. This is why when you watch these demonstrations, a lot of these products are done in the dark, When we did Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, at the time, keep in mind, Digital One Crystal Screen Paint is a 7-year-old product. Outdated, old, 7 years back. If you go back to the original site, you'll see all the timestamps is 7 years old. So you're watching a 7-year-old product match these products up here. Show you how old and outdated these products are. All right.
Every day brings new opportunities to redefine what a truck can be. Ram is the top brand in New Zealand.
Now we're going to be making some more gray screen paints. We got another one right here in the container. We made this last night on the kitchen table. This is the one I put the white powder in. I'm going to show you no matter how many mixes we make, at the end of the day, you are not going to get what you think you're going to get out of your screen. This is why I tell you at the end of the day, that if you go to any dealership, whether it be Elite Screens, it be DMP Super, any one of those big companies, you go to them and you say, hey, look, what's the best screen you have? They're going to point you to a dark gunmetal screen. The darker the gunmetal, the more expensive that screen is going to cost. This right here, are you kidding me? Cinema Gray. This is the Cinema Gray colored screen. Cinema Gray will cost you somewhere between $800. That's it. An Elite screen, when it comes to the, what's that screen called? The Cinema Gray 5D. It's a little darker. That's $1,600. You just jumped to $1,600. A Dark Star 9 is $3,000. It's darker than all of them. Now, if you look at the environment, you will notice that we're not in a dark environment. We're not using the environment to make the screen pop a little better. And even when I showed you in the realistic environment demonstration yesterday, a 60-watt light bulb in the corner washed out the screen. So that tells you at the end of the day, if a 60-watt light bulb is going to wash out your screen, guess where you're going to be at? In the dark. For everything. For movies, for sports, the whole 9 yards. These are the wake-up calls we like to give people at the end of the day. Now, mind you, when Black Technology Phantom is supposed to be, as by a professional opinion on YouTube, claim that the Phantom was so dark you can't see it. So how is it the Phantom, surrounded by all these screens, is able to produce that beautiful black contrast, that beautiful gold on the lips, the white on the teeth, with no problem whatsoever? And do it in a max out zone at that. This is a black screen pulling an image in a max out zone. Now, I told you, if you thought the other screens were going to fade out even worse upstairs, down here, oh, this is a bad area for a gray screen to be at. Let's get ourselves something else to watch here. See a little color in here for you guys. All right, check out some color. This is why I explained to you over and over again. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, even though you're going to come out cheaper with if you're going to go with the gray screen, you're going to come out cheaper with the house paint. It's $24 a gallon. The hobby paint at the corner down here, it's 97 cents for every 2 ounces. So you have to add that one up, how that's going to work. They only sell it in 2-ounce containers. We got the Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, the silver version of it. We're not going to call it a Silver Max because I'm trying to keep things at a respectable level. And I don't want to be that kind of person like them at the end of the day. So we're going to call it what it is. It's a Digital One Crystal Screen Paint Elite. It's actually a silver version of the Digital One. We have that right there. We have Crow's Metallica mix right here and the Personal mix right here. Doesn't make a difference which one you choose. At the end of the day, if you're going to go with a gray screen, you want to go with something that's going to cost you not $80 to $89. At the end of the day, you can do the same thing with the can of paint. And Tui backs it up. Hasn't been backed up yet, people. Even the tablecloth has to be done again. The environment was way too dark. If you notice, when I come on here and I do demonstrations, always a well-lit environment. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is why I try to explain to people in the day. You go to buy these products, these great products, and if you're watching these demonstrations, and if these demonstrations are being done in the dark, what's going to happen when you go home, you turn on a 60-watt light bulb in the corner of your house? What's going to happen to your screen? It's going to wash out. Because you've never seen it this way. It's not used to being tested in a well-lit environment. Now look at that contrast pulling through. Look how bright those white levels are coming up. Now, some people may chalk it up to a projector, like, okay, maybe I got to upgrade my projector. 4K got nothing to do with it. Maybe I get higher lumens, maybe that'll work. It's 5,000 lumens sitting behind me right now. It's a commercial projector. Commercial projector is not going to pick up. Your everyday home theater projector is not going to work. Nope, not going to work. Let's go over and let's get, let's see.
Just got engaged? Here are 5 reasons you should register at Bed Bath & Beyond. 1.
So if you got a gray screen in your home, this is what you got. And I guarantee you, bar none, you're not sitting in this environment. You're probably not even sitting in the same environment my house sits in right now. I guarantee you're sitting in the dark or some poorly lit environment. I guarantee you. There's no anywhere your product could pick up. Can't pick up contrast levels with a 60-watt light bulb in a corner. Of course, you're going to save some money at the end of the day if you go with the screen paint. You go with that, the paint or the screen paint. If you go with the network gray, you're going to save some money. Look at that. Hold on. Let's pause that for a minute. Just stare at that. Look at that. You know what the contrast on my projector is behind me? It's a 3,000 to 1. That's it. 3,000 to 1. My projector was discontinued. It's no longer in circulation anymore. These projectors right here end up in 2 places, a landfill somewhere, or they're probably overseas somewhere being sold off for a cheap price. That's my projector's worth right now. It's an old projector. It's a projector that somebody, if they were buying it, would probably look over and probably wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole because they would read the specifications and say, oh, that thing is trash at the end of the day. Oh, it's not trash at the end of the day. The problem is the screens you have out here are trash at the end of the day because they can't see what the projector is designed to put out. So me having this old projector behind here is pulling up this beautiful image. How much more than you having a high-tech projector can't see jack off your screen at the end of the day? If you really think that you're seeing red, blue, green, and yellow and contrast levels, no, you're not seeing any of that at all, period. That's why when I go on this demonstration, like fail, 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 fail. The most impressive demonstration I've seen so far is that P2. That's still stuck in my head. I do like how they had that environment. I like how they set it up. I like that, how they did that at the end of the day, how the selling point, because that's what that projector is designed to do. Any kind of ultra short throw projector is designed to be a form of a projector designed for a lounge or a family room or a gathering room or a rec room. That's what it's for. That's what they're designed for. And in the demonstrations I've seen with most people who have those projectors, they're sitting in dark environments, like a cave at the end of the day, because they don't have that $5,000 screen laying up on the wall. Because that $5,000 screen laying on the wall has a ton of, it produces a very bright image and allows them to be the projector to do that in the day. Of course, they have a master caliber come in there and calibrate the projector and all that good stuff. I know all the bells and whistles they use anyway, but at the end of the day, still, if you look at the people that are demonstrating off that projector, I've only seen one guy who was demonstrating the projector. He had a $3,000 screen in there. He had a Dark Star 9. That's a $3,000 screen he had sitting on his wall. It's a huge difference between the Dark Star 9 and a gray screen paint product, which we're going to prove because we have a Dark Star 9 we just ordered, which will come in, and we're going to put that one against the gray screen paint product and see if there's an improvement. But I guarantee you at the end of the day that if I put that Dark Star 9 against that screen over there, we can wash it out with no problem, which means my screen is worth more than a $3,000 projection screen. We're going to do that test soon. This is what all this is being set up for. But just look at that. Look how much you're losing from that. So if you really had an ultra short throw projector, could you really use that in a fully lit environment? Could you pick up your contrast levels like that? You can't. You're not going to be able to see them. Nothing wrong with the projector, like I said. It's a shame because I go back and I look at the demonstrations under this projector, and all they did was basically shoot it off a white screen. That's it. They had no idea the potential that that machine had because the screen failed it. The screen failed to show what that projector could truly do. Even this is from the company who developed the projector in the showroom talking about their equipment, and they don't even know the full potential of their own technology because the screen they have it against failed it. Isn't that blows your mind? That's why I like buying the older projectors. I love buying the older ones. These are projectors that never got a chance to show their true potential. Kind of like I give them a second life. And then meanwhile, there are people out there buying these great products at the end of the day that are hitting these with high-end, more advanced, futuristic projectors, and your screens look like crap at the end of the day. And you wonder why when you come look at my YouTube channel, when you come look on my website and you see my demonstrations, how come you don't display a 150-inch screen outside in the middle of the daytime on a 720p projector that cost me $270 at the end of the day? This is the kind of displays we're going to have out this summer. At 250 inches, you'll get a chance to see the same display at 250 inches. That's going to be catered to the companies because I doubt the average person is going to have a 250-inch screen in their house. That's what outside's going to be designed for. Isn't that impressive? This is why I tell you that gray screens, this is why you see why gray screens fear the Phantom. They fear it. Look at the red pop on that Ladybug. No calibrating, no ambient light controlled environments, none of that nonsense. But if you had a gray screen, I guarantee you, guess where you're going to be at? You're going to be calibrating your projector. And you will be in an ambient light controlled environment. You can't be in here. You don't pick up in here. You don't pick up anywhere in my house. Last night when I displayed my game in the room, can't put a gray screen in here. They don't pick up. They reflect too much white light. Love the reality. Reality. You know what's even more beautiful is when people try to say that the black technology basically cannot produce white light. Well, if it can't produce white light, this is a live demonstration, right? We're in real time, right? I don't have any special abilities. I'm not controlling your mind. My name's not Thanos, right? So this is real time. This is really happening in real life. You're watching in real time. So how is it possible that a screen this black is pulling a white level literally so high that you can see the fruit, you can see the water, everything cascading off the fruit. You can see that. I even had someone I mean, I understand that people who develop great screen paints are in denial, and they are. They're deeply in denial. They are. They really do believe at the end of the day that their products work, and they don't. Look at that strawberry spinning around. That's why when I have customers come to me and they say, "Well, I need a projector. I'm on a budget," and they're like, "What's your budget? 3,000. Oh, that's way too much money. That's way too much money for a projector. Why are you spending that much money to begin with?" Well, because it does this and that. So you'll never see that on a gray screen. Never will ever see it on a gray screen. Let me show you what you'll get you. We'll go down and get them at the projector. Most likely highest will be 500. Lowest I've ever got from somebody was probably about 150, 160 bucks. And they could do stuff on their screen that you having a gray screen and an up-to-date projector can't even do. Because at the end of the day, you're in an ambient controlled environment and you're calibrating your projector. The form sites will tell you the same thing. As a matter of fact, at the end of the day, honestly and truthfully, a gray screen is not supposed to be used with a 4K projector. It's not. The dark gunmetal screens are designed for 4K projectors. That's what they're designed for. Go to AVS Forums. I'm not a big fan of AVS Forums, but go over and pop over there and talk to a few people. Then say, "Look, I got this light gray screen. What's the best screen for a 1080p and 4K?" They're gonna say gunmetal screens, dark screens. That's what they're designed for. And let's pop over. Oh, let's look at these pretty flowers. I like these right here. Nice flowers, right? Oh, man, look how gorgeous that looks on our technology. Look at that. I'm gonna pause that for a minute. I gotta go back. On that. I know, but I gotta go back on that. I'm used to seeing this every day, but I'm not used to seeing the gray screens next to it. We see the gray screens next to it, man. That's a whole nother world. What we got here for time? Yeah, there you go. That is pretty bad for a gray screen. Mine, like I said, don't get offended. There's more than one screen paint product we have up here. I told you about the whole network gray, SW. I don't want you to think at the end of the day, because I say, "Hey, look, the tablecloth and the network gray, it's amazing." It's not going to, I told you at the end of the day, it's not going to compete with our technology. It's not. Can't pull contrast, can't pull color, it's not going to compete. But it is a cheaper way of having a gray screen. If that's your thing, at the end of the day, it is a cheaper way of having a gray screen than paying $80 to $89 for it. That's pretty much it. Other than that, it's going to do the same thing. This is what I mean by a difference, again, between night and day. Look at the white levels on the coconut. Now, we just did a demonstration. We had a daylight screen leaned against my screen. Keep in mind, my product is $249 for 48 ounces. Paints the screen size to 160-inch, ultra short throw compatible, all that good stuff. Certified projection screen may not be ultra short throw compatible. You have to buy a special screen just because it needs to be ultra short throw compatible with that product. And consider the fact you're not going to take it outside. It's not going to happen. There's nobody where you're dragging a $5,000, $4,000 screen outside. It's not going to work. They have a special screen for those outside applications. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this. Watch that. Is that beautiful or what? So you're thinking $248. Yeah, but see, I can take a $5,000 screen and I can show you the difference between my product and a $5,000 screen. Where these products can't even beat a simple tablecloth and a $24 can of paint. We already showed you what happens in dedicated theater rooms. What happens? Number one, you don't pick up color and light disperses everywhere. No, I had people say it to me in chats one time. Say, "Hey, turn the lights out so I can be in your environment all day trying to figure out where my coffee table. I don't make a mistake and step on my cat." If you're paying that much money for a projector at the end of the day, and it has all these bells and whistles, you mean to tell me at 4,000 lumens, 3,000 lumens, a couple inches away from the screen, you have to have your lights out in order to get a picture quality to pop off? You should never have to turn your lights up to make the screen look good. Look at the background. Look at the black on the table. Look at the drops of water. I'm not watching that crap.
Here we go.
Remember, Mom is a kayak denier, so please don't bring it up.
Hey, what? Kayak?
I've seen these demonstrations done in the dark. All the demonstrations I'm showing you right now, every last one of them were done in the dark on a gray screen. Now, I'm going to show you how fair we are at the end of the day. And I'm very fair. Like I said, when I bought that whole Apple paint, I bought some black stuff for myself too. I keep it extremely fair. I don't believe in putting people through tests that we don't go through ourselves. So, since Jamie feels that the product that we have here is falsified, we will go buy your product again and have it down here for a second unboxing. That is going to be far worse for you than the first one, because that means we wanted to purchase your product again and it still did the same thing. And it's second unboxing. We're going to have somebody buy the product. We're not going to say when or when it's going to happen, because we need that person not to be detected. This is how we have to do things at the end of the day, because the person who we're buying the product from is extremely paranoid of having his product put down in proper testing. He's used to having it in a comfort zone in a dark environment, as we're used to. We don't do that over here. If your product claims to be, as you said it does, it can push up images equal to a black screen, then you will have no problem with bottom line it coming here. But at the end of the day, like I said, because of cancellations, because of wrongful products being placed in containers and stuff like that, that's the reason why we have to go the extra steps on having somebody purchase a product and bring it down here. So let me show you how fair I am at the end of the day. So you we can't go full Karen anymore on this. We're going to basically go upstairs and remove the original version that we had of your product. And that is your product upstairs. We're going to remove it off the wall, everything off the wall. And then we're going to reorder your product. Bring it down here again, do an unboxing, and do the demonstrations all over again. So you have no way to cry, no way to complain, no way to say this, that, or the other, not a thing. Until then, we still have your personal mix, and we have the Metallica mix. You want to cry about that one too at the end of the day? Because we had the unboxings on both of those. One of them came last year, and it was paint leaking all over the place. Don't even go down the road with that one right there, how that container got here. And mind you, he didn't even know it was coming to us. He shipped that to a customer like that at the end of the day. Leaking paint everywhere. But we didn't care at the end of the day, because we only needed enough for samples, which we have right there. We have your personal mix right there. So we're going to order your Cinemax again. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear from this individual him complaining, oh, that's not it. What's your excuse going to be this time? We erased everything off that had anything to do with the Cinemax. Now, other videos are going to stay. We're definitely going to stay, because we need that to go back to. But we're going to remove you out of the upstairs, everything we may have your screen at, your sample sheets. And we're going to reorder you again. Bring you back here again, do another unboxing. If that product reacts the exact same way in the second unboxing, that's it, buddy. What are you going to complain about? Now, we have to do this, like I said, at the end of the day, because this is an individual at the end of the day who makes these. He's the only person, there's two of them, that make these crazy, outlandish accusations that their products are doing all these things, but yet I have not seen any demonstrations like this. This is a basic, simple, black and gray demonstration. They have to be in a fully maxed out environment to do these demonstrations. You have to have multiple gray screen paints against the products, and we have to have our black technology thrown in there with it. So if they're not doing demonstrations like what you're watching right now, this is why we say our demonstrations are unmatched. If you're not watching the exact same demonstration without any corner cutting in the process, showing that their products do not match any of these products up here. They're matching the Digital One Elite, not to a certain degree. They're matching the hobby paint. They're matching the tablecloth. They're matching Sherwin-Williams paint. They're not matching our product. Can you show a difference between night and day? What is the difference between your products? I don't want to see dark environments. I don't want to see super red neon lights. Oh, what is the purpose of that for the demonstration? And like I said, shocking that in one of the demonstrations when I went to slow the camera down, it was daytime outside. The entire time it was daytime. It was literally that dark in that apartment. There was daytime outside. We don't do demonstrations like that over here. Your screens have to pull up over here in fully lit environments. At the end of the day, I have to show my customers that if they use our products at the end of the day, number one, they're going to save a ton of money because we can take on certified screens. There's a difference between my product and a $5,000 screen. Number two, we can do it in a fully lit environment. Number three, we don't need expensive projectors. They don't have to be calibrated. I only pay like $200, $270 for the projector. That's it. We can drop it down to 1,000 lumens, not a problem. It'll react the exact same way. You have to be to do these demonstrations. It's very important. I like these demonstrations the most because these are the most impressive ones. When you got a screen literally that black that can pull up that level that high. At the same time, it shows how much you're missing from the gray screen paint products. So yeah, at the end of the day, you are cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself and you're cheating your projector at the end of the day. I did that because my lights over here aren't activating. And I'm like, why are my lights activating? Those are lights for the gamer screen. All right, we're past our time here. Sorry about that, people. I had to get some hot tea. As you can see, like I said, I'm showing you the demonstration that at the end of the day, when it comes down to these $80, $89 products, you could do the exact same thing with the house paint and the hobby paint. It'll do the exact same thing. As of them all together, they all do the same thing at the end of the day. They're not going to pull contrast. They're not going to pull color. That's what's going to happen at the end of the day. But, man, I don't even know what to say at the end of the day. Honestly, to tell you the truth, what could I do with this stuff? This stuff is just primer to us. That's all it is. It's great price. It's primer. The Digital Crystal Screen Paint Elite, that's a silver screen right over there. And as you can see, look at it. I got my own product over there. That's my own digital one over there. And it's still not pulling a contrast level of color. That's a reminder right there, Tim. I'm glad I walked away from gray screen paints altogether. I'm so happy I did at the end of the day. Man, I couldn't imagine still making that stuff. Don't get me wrong. It was a beautiful product at its time. But now, in this decade and time, with the technology we have now, oh man, do you have any idea? I lost my shirt on that stuff. It did its job. It did its job it's supposed to do. But it's outdated. It's a 7-year-old product. Look at it. You got hobby paint right there in the corner. That's a hobby paint. That's an Apple Barrel hobby paint. That's Cruz Metallica mix right there. That's a tablecloth. They're both sitting on at the same time. Got Sherwin-Williams over here, and you got the personal mix laying against that. The only way you're going to see a decent, somewhat contrast level, you're going to have to be in the dark to do it. So what's the point of having an ultra short throw projector to begin with? That's supposed to be something set for a well-lit environment, a lounge, a family room, if you're going to turn your family room into a cave at the end of the day. Philips 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
All right, so I'm going to be loading these up onto the website today. We're going to be putting a section in called Black versus Gray. As you said, we're fair. We're not just having his product. We got everything. We got Digital One. We got the Hobby Paint. We've got the Sherman Williams. We got the tablecloth. We got it all up here. Just to show you, at the end of the day, as long as your screen is gray, it's going to fade away. Oh, I like that one. I'm keeping that one too. As long as your screen is gray, it's going to fade away. That's perfect. I like that. Once you go black, you never go back. Once you get gray, it fades away. Oh, I couldn't imagine what gaming would look like on this. On these two screens, oh my, I gotta bring the PS4 down here. So, oh, we got the PS4 right over there. See what gaming looks like on a gray screen versus a black screen. We're doing that next demonstration next. We're gonna look at the PS4 over here and show you exactly what gaming looks like on a gray screen versus a black screen. Let me go grab me a couple of whatchamacallits real quick. Look at that. The background doesn't even pick up. I'm gonna grab my PS4, get that set up for the next demonstration. Gaming, black versus black, which is gonna give you the better gaming experience. Look at the, and mind you, look at the white levels on the Phantom. So we're picking up contrast, white levels in color compared to the gray screens. Let me get my game system set up. PS4 set up over here. Sonic out of the way. Let's get and like I said, with any dark technology we developed, white levels are going to drop a tad, but nothing to the point where you can't see the screen. Any dark technology you're going to have, white levels are always going to drop, but it shouldn't be to the point where you can't see the screen. And as you can see in our technology, you can see the screen crystal clear with no problem. If the white levels were that dark, you wouldn't be able to see the fish, none of that at all, period. That's what I love about our technology. But the gray screen can't see contrast, can't see color. As you can see. Next demonstration, sorry about my voice, it's a little hoarse. Next demonstration, we're going to be doing gaming. Gaming on gray versus black. Which is the better screen to game on? We're not talking about being trapped in a dark environment. Well, when I do my demonstrations, oh, we're going to do that demonstration. I'm going to show my gamer screen with the gray screen pin against it when we game at night. I'm going to show you that one. Oh, it's going to wash out like there's no tomorrow. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gray screen products didn't pick up anything at all. I feel sorry for someone who's got this painted to a motorized projection screen. J&K 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's Taco Bell's $5 Cholula Craving Spot.
Commit to healthier habits and a new you with super tasty, better for you options from GNC.
Told you, fandom, at the end of the day, and I warn you, screen paint, gray screen paint products, a phantom will destroy your stuff quick. It can maintain your levels with no problem. It can pull contrast levels you can't even begin to even imagine. Its colors are untouchable. I told you, this is a screen that we engineered strictly for a diamond screen. This is technology at 10% knocked out majority of all our certified screens at 10%. There's no way in the world these screens would compete with it. Now, like I said, we're doing all gray screens for the black versus gray demonstration, which means, like I said, we got digital one, we got everybody up here. It's not gonna hold a candle to digital one. I know that's my own product right there. There's no way in the world that that product that I engineered over there 7 years back is gonna compete with this at all. Not gonna happen. It's because of screen innovation, this stuff became to existence because of what I saw in that room that day. And you guys are still sitting in the past. Partey, you're going to be here next. I told you, I'm going to have your product here next. We only need one of yours. We don't need all. We just need one. That's it. This is going to be the black on black. Mind you, this is going to be inside, and then when the summertime gets here, you guys are going to be painted up on 100-inch sample sheets and laid against 250-inch screens outside on displayed at a 7,000 lumen projector 4K. You don't pick up on that monster. We already know from the door there's going to be issues with your products. That's what I'm showing you. For business, for home, gray screens are a complete, absolute fail. It's right. At the end of the day, you do not want to paint this stuff on your walls. You don't want to paint this stuff on your motorized projection screens. Don't even paint it on your fixed frame screens. Heck, the environment we're showing down here alone basically is unmatched from some of the screen paint products I've seen. Dark, dark, dark environments. Colors don't pop. Put in some nice, pretty colors. I love when people argue and they say, well, it's not fair you're doing contrast. Well, what's the problem? How come your screen can't see contrast? Isn't it supposed to be a good screen paint? What's the problem? You should be no arguments there at all. And if you complain about the contrast levels, if you're complaining about too much light in the environment or the caliper projector that I'm using, what's the problem? My screen's not having a problem. Nobody can't say at the end of the day, oh, you're just going. No, we got everybody up there. We even got the 97 cents right there in the corner. I got it marked right there. That's the apple barrel. We got the Sherwin-Williams over here. We got the tablecloth over here. Digital and crystal screen paint. Elite, which is the silver version, the high-end version we have. We got Crow's product right there. We got Crow's product right there. And soon we're going to have Partey up here too. And we got a special screen paint that I made yesterday with that mysterious white powder. I'm going to put up there too. Do you think this is going to basically change the outcome and be better than that screen? I can make as many gray screen paint products as I want, as many mixtures. None of them are going to compare to that black technology over there. And just to be fair, like I said, to keep it fair, today we're going to paint over the Cinemax. And we're going to reorder it again, bring it down here for a second unboxing. You better hope it doesn't do the same reaction again, because that's going to be worth the second time around. First time is bad. Second time is even worse. Just to show you how fair I am. All right, people, we're done. We're going to be doing a gaming demonstration next. in the gaming demonstration, which is better for gaming, a gray screen or a black screen. And of course, we all know at the end of the day, contrast is everything. And if you can't get contrast off a gray screen, well, it's not worth your time. All right, so I'm going to pop this out real quick and give you a glimpse of what's going to go on and what's going to happen. We got the PS4 already hooked up. And like I said, at the end of the day, I got a lot of friends that are gamers and interesting. Which is better to game on, a black screen or a gray screen? Well, you already know the answer already. So, but we got to show. We got to show. I'm going to take this out right now. We're going to remove, let me see what we got to get out of here right now. We got to take, it's this one. There we go. See, can't even pick up blue. Blue washes out. Let's take these out. We're going to take out the Fire Stick. And we're going to put in the PS4. Alright, let's get some power for this juiceless baby. Get up and going. And let's grab the controller. What is for the next video? I'm just getting set up right now for the next video. Already from the door, logo popped up. That's pretty bad. If you can't bring up the logo, that's not good. If you can't get the logo, that's not a good sign. Look how white the PS4 symbol. The PS symbol is popping up on our screen. All right, people. I'm going to be back in. We're going to be doing a demonstration next. What is better to game on? Is it gray or black? Which is going to give you the best performance at the end of the day. Well, you can already see what's going to happen already, but let's see what happens. We're going to play a couple gaming applications on here, and let's see which one pulls the better color, better contrast. Because as we all know, to those of you that are serious gamers out there, you can be a casual gamer. At the end of the day, you want the best of the best when it comes to your picture quality, when it comes to gaming. You want to make sure that you have the ultimate screen setup. You know, like we have this monster over here. This screen is an absolute monster. I love that screen so much. I want a bigger one so badly. I really do. I love that screen. All right, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. We'll be back in next to talk about which is better for gaming, gray screen paint products or Phantom Black technology.